It's your boy Big Baby Miller here. Listen, we knocking on all bums. First it's gonna be Dylan White, if it's gonna be Joseph Pogba. But you know who got the story right? Mr. Boxing Today. You check him out. He got all the latest news on the heavyweight division. And if you don't know me, you soon will, because I'm kicking everybody ass.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? Well, looks like Team Fury, they're going to offer Lucas Browne a fight for April. They say they will pay him good money, and they would like a guy like Lucas Browne because they think that Hughie Fury can ease his way back in to things fighting a guy like Browne. They also think that Browne is not anywhere near the level of Parker. Okay. Now, Lucas Browne, after the fight, took to Instagram and he said that he could knock both guys out, Parker and Hughie Fury. Okay. So as far as the prospect of the fight happening, I don't mind the fight. You know, I guess it comes down to will Lucas Browne accept the fight. You know, I know what he said. He also said he wanted to fight Dillian White in front of the whole UK and rip his head off and all that. And as soon as the fight was offered, he started talking about it wasn't enough training time, not enough money involved, so on and so forth. So I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy with Lucas Browne. He says he wants these fights, and then, or at least with the Dillian White situation came up, he said 7 weeks was not enough training. Although he's been on Instagram religiously, over the last year, putting up training footage. So I don't know if he's fake training or if it's real training. I don't know. But as far as this fight, stylistically, I like it. I think Hughie Fury can actually win that fight. I would like to see Hughie sit down on some right hands, though, man. Like, try to commit to some of these punches. I understand there were guys like Ali and Larry Holmes and Chris Bird, and a lot of guys like to use the outboxer style. But a lot of those guys, although they have that same type of style, everybody went about it in a different way. Especially Ali later in his career, even Larry Holmes. They would stand and trade with you, though. They would try to use the jab, you know, but there were times where they had to fight. You know what I mean? Where they stood and they traded 4 5s and 6s. I mean, punches, putting punches together, 4, 5, and 6 punches together. It wasn't just jab, light right hand move, jab, light right hand move. No, you got to sit down on some of these punches. Lucas Browne has a big right hand. He's a heavy-handed guy, man. Has very slow feet. I don't think he has very slow feet, man. Stylistically, this may be a nightmare for him. You know, but I think that he believes that he can go in there like a bull in a china shop and just blow over Hughie Fury. But, man, Fury gets on that back foot and he just, you know, just throws some combinations that make him count and move and have Lucas Browne missing all night. He could probably get shut out on the scorecards, man. But if Lucas Browne can get in there, cut the ring off effectively, you know, try to touch Hughie by using his jab, just touching him to keep him in range of always trying to connect with the right hand, come back over with the left hook, try to go to his body and just bust up Hughie Fury. Could make for an intriguing fight, but I would probably favor Hughie Fury in that based off styles. And I think Hughie's still young, yo. You know, he's still a young dude. Was he 23 or something like that? So he's still learning the game. I really want him to sit down on some of these punches. He has the right idea, just going about it in the wrong way, in my opinion. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, hey, but so-and-so thought he won, and this pro boxer thought he won, and this guy thought he won it. I didn't think I thought Parker won that fight. You know what I mean? And Hughie just needs to sit down a little bit more, man, try to score a little bit more. I'm not saying turn into a slugger. You know what I mean? That's just not his style. I'm not saying turn into a slugger, but just make some punches count, man. More than just one right hand and moving. You know, try to put some 3s and 4s together. Use your quickness. You got quick hands, man. So use them for combination punching, not just for the quick 1-2. Put some combos together, man. Like your 1-2 is different than a Vladimir Klitschko 1-2, because Vladimir, his 2, knockout power written all over it when he would throw it. You know what I mean? Especially when he would sit down and turn into it. And then he had other weapons, lead left hooks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Holmes had really fast hands, but he had that determination of where he'll sit and throw, like I said, 5, 6 punches. Same with Ali. Hughie's more on like Chris Bird time. And I like Chris Bird, you know, but even Chris would try to hang in there and throw some combos here and there, though, man. Although Chris would like to use his jab and like to parry and do a bunch of posturing and that type of stuff. But Hughie Fury's a big dude, though, man. He's 6'6". He's not some 6'1", you know what I mean? Heavyweight. This dude is 6'6". You know, 200 and how much did he weigh? 230 or something like that. I forgot how much he weighed on fight night, but and he's still young, relatively young. So, what do y'all think about Hughie Fury versus Lucas Browne? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.